Hello, everyone. Hi, hi. Where's my CNC? Hi, I got shit to do today. Let's get ready to do it. Oh, I have armor open. Let's close armor. I got some shit to do today, and I feel like I never get enough done because I yap too much when I do these modding streams. So I'm gonna try to yap a little bit less today and do more. First thing I'm gonna do. Hi, everyone. By the way, just to let you all know, I'm doing modding Menace today, not playing Menace per se. There'll be a bit of playtesting, but not play unless we have a lot of time at the end, and we usually don't. More likely I won't get enough done. But, in general, I want to get ready to play tomorrow and day after properly with no modding needed. Which is why I got so much to do. I'm just making a list right now of what we're going to be doing today. What I'm going to be trying to do, let me just write it down. Meow. Oh, there's lots of me. Whoa. Why is there so many of me? There we go. My list for today. My sweeties, and by the way, how are you all doing, by the way? I'm sorry I called you my sweeties. We don't really roll like that around here. That must have been weird for you. Sorry, everyone. But how are you is the point. Don't let me just talk at you. How are you? My list is... Reddick says, don't know anything about the AI settings. Little bit. I've made one change, I think, which will be good. My list is going to be... make new units work mechanically. I've got some new bandit units that I added to the suite. I've done a complete overhaul of how the army lists are set up. We're working completely on my own army list now. So I put some new units in to fill in the gaps. Make units work mechanically. Make second op army lists. Fix interdict. Fix interdict and defeat pirate force missions. Yeah, donkey. Not yet. If we have spare time, we can add donkey today. But you know, we can call the motorbikes donkey. I'm adding dirt bikes today to the pirates. We can call them donkeys if it makes you feel better. Otherwise, I don't know what kind of unit we can add apart from a literal donkey. I forget. I think you all like voted on this. Did you want a literal donkey or a unit that's called donkey? I can't remember. I think I just distracted myself and got settled on the idea of like a Trojan horse donkey that's like an IED. Linky says, I've gone over the hump of sucking at normal to find challenging too easy now that I understand how the game works. It's a bit of a bummer onto expert, literal donk. Well, if you find expert too easy, you can just start playing my mod if you want, Blanky, because it's the same thing I'm doing. It's the same reason I'm doing all this. Make units work mechanically, make second army list, fix interdict, defeat pirate force missions, make new units have proper cosmetics. I had other stuff. Oh, yep. Expand kitchen bases mod, new outposts brackets, that's an important one. Reddick says, I finished adding preset spawns to maps for allies, not army lists like secure landing pad edit. Oh, I was going to do that today, actually. That's cool, that's really relevant to my interest. Is it pretty intuitive, or are there any pitfalls you can warn me about? I'm going to add that too, because that is something I want to do as well. Local forces expansion, so I'm going to do that for the interdict missions. Yeah, and then I realized I wanted to do it for more missions in general, yeah. I like that, Erratic. I think it's a good idea. I do want to do a local forces expansion. I even want to add, you know, like armed civilians to the terror missions on civilian towns and stuff. Just a few ones here and there. But, not gonna probably get to that today. Absolutely, Blanky. Well, it's a bit of both. It does have things of the AI being shackled, but also, the other big thing is that the double pin bug is a massive thing that makes the game way easier against certain factions. Against roguers and pirates. Yeah, you're saying all the classics, Blinky, yeah, because Darby's... I'm gonna flip that on you too, like, it's not that Darby's OP, it's that she's... the vanilla game just lets her... The vanilla game is pure poke meta, and Darby is poke queen. But if you mod the game to not be poke meta, then Darby isn't OP anymore. Which is nice. Stealth is just too strong. Yeah, I mean, concealment also like needs to be dealt with. Yeah, I wish I could do that, but I don't know how to. Yeah, I haven't had time to dig into the lure yet. Hang on, my cat wants to go out. Here you go, baby. Oh, you want to go out? Here you go. Yeah, gotta be free. Okay, I don't think I'm forgetting anything big. Let me just shoot my other notes. I'm sure I'll like unify my notes right now. I've got like 500 different notes of things I want to do, like making a tow launcher and stuff, but You know, it's not for today. I gotta prioritize the most important things and let me actually, like, do the stream good tomorrow. Because the last stream, like, the 2 missions, the Interdict and the Pirate Forces, were just such blowouts and so boring. To watch that, it really ruined the experience, at least for me, and, you know, I think fucked it up for the rest of us too. So those are, like, huge priorities. I don't want to play those missions again tomorrow and be like, oh, they're boring again and the AI's dumb. So that's a big priority for me. I'm going to put that up the top of my list. I don't think there's anything else really huge, really. That's what you did, Erratic? That's cool. Damn, he's not going to stay up to tell you when it's relevant. Plus, I want to learn more. Managed to get some not too suicidal rushes on pirate defenses now. Oh, cool. My big thing is, if I can't fix the defeat pirate force mission and not be dumb, I'm just going to replace it, I think. You force it with utility scaling. Oh, can you explain? Tell me more. I haven't got to dabble into the AI as much as I want yet. There's just been so many priorities for me. And I honestly have just been putting out fires with the whole Menace stream campaigns of like, oh man, that mission sucked, I gotta fix that now. That I actually haven't got time to like delve into the things that are really interesting, like, oh, let's just spend like a whole day just poking AI values, you know? So I'd be really interested in what you've learned. In that sense, that sounds really interesting. Like, that's what needs to be done ideally, is that every single AI weight needs to be tested in a controlled environment, like scientifically, and we need to like write down, okay, this does this does that, da. But, you know, that's pie in the sky, because who has the time for that right now? That's the thing. And so it ends up being a bit of a vibes game. I might have a cows coming down. Bit of a vibes game of like, oh, I'll just change this number now and hopefully it does something. But, you know, it's the band-aid solution. It's the quicker solution now that actually ends up taking more time in the future because you don't properly understand how the AI works. Well, I'm talking about me. I don't probably understand how the AI works. And so the rush solution, you know, ends up taking a lot more time, whereas if I had time to actually like scientifically evaluate each AI weight or whatever and kind of write a list down of what everything does, then from that point on, once you've done all that investment, now it's really easy to make the changes you want because you know what everything does. So go decide what you're doing. So yeah, like you telling me what utility scaling did for you, super useful for me. That kind of cheats, that gives me some extra I haven't had to do. Erratic says, from what I've found, they're equal weight selections, so they go in order of high to low, what AP they have, also safety scaling. The pirates, yeah, the AI picks units based on which they think is going to have the most impact first, which is very smart of them. It's a very good part of them. Go in order of high to low, what AP they have, yeah. And safety scaling, yeah. So, yeah, what did you find about forcing of utility scaling and with safety scaling then? Because I haven't touched that yet. And there's multiple things too, because they have safety scale, but they also have threats, like threat from opponents. And I'm wondering how those differ, because otherwise they're redundant, so they clearly do different things. It's very interesting. I wish there was like a readme, but obviously the devs didn't make the modders a readme for when they crack the game open. What I think is 0 to 1. Yeah, because some of those look more like 0 to 1s than things you can put on decimals, yeah, which is also important to understand, but not something that's intuitive without a readme. Yeah. The default settings are never decimated. Okay. God, I should write this down somewhere. I'm gonna have to write it down. I am gonna start writing it down. Safety, scaling, I'm just gonna like decimals, question mark. Then I'm convert it myself, and then binaries. Maybe no readme, says everyone's. Maybe in a readme. Binaries, question mark. Threat. They use 0.5 to get the trucks to rush if they have enough AP to make up. Yeah, and do you want to know another little secret? I don't know if you've played it yet, Erratic. And I haven't tested it yet to confirm. But I'm pretty sure that I just understood the other day a whole huge part of how AI even works in this game is I think it's based on the tags, which I didn't realize at first. I was like, what are these tag things? Who cares? But they keep scrolling past in templates. But I have a very strong suspicion now. I have a very strong suspicion that those tags are actually being used to weight AI behavior, because I ended up looking at the tag templates themselves, and I noticed that they have things like is good against, is bad against in the actual tag templates themselves. Like inaccurate is listed as being bad against long range weapons. AoE is listed as being good against hordes. And then some units are tagged horde, some weapons are tagged inaccurate, some weapons are tagged long range. And some of these are not visible to the player. Some of these are cosmetic, and some of these are also cosmetic, and you see them on weapons come up as like short range, inaccurate jamming. But some of these, many of these are actually not visible to the player at all. And they have weights on them as well. They have like weights fields. And it all seems to add up to my assumption that, oh, these are actually being used in ways that the AI understands. So the AI understands, oh, I have an anti-armor weapon. I should use it against something with a tag machine. I am a horde and they have an AoE. I should avoid that. That's a threat to me. And what's really interesting about that is I think it might explain some stuff, like how, for instance, when I modded the alien warriors to be able to, you know, basically do enough damage, you know, they could easily have killed, you know, the APC or whatever, they still weren't doing it. And while the AI does weight based off how much effective damage they can do, I think that's probably the thing, is perhaps because they didn't have the anti-machine tag on their alien stab, anti-armor, anti-vehicle. They're going like, oh, I don't have an anti-armor weapon, so, you know, I could hit the APC, but I'm not really interested, you know? Which is interesting. Yeah, so I think that's a big thing. Again, really interesting stuff I haven't really had time to delve into yet, but I think that's going to be a big thing that actually has a huge impact on how AI works. And that's probably why the transports also do that rushing behavior as well, whereas not every unit does. Is transport is probably defined to be like, you know, rush to this range from the enemy. If there is a transport tag, I can't remember. But, you know, I think they're doing shit like that. Radix says, I think you're right. Explains why I can't get my allied conscripts to reliably use AT launchers. They're coming from militia. Don't militia come with RPGs, though? But yeah, I mean, and the launchers themselves should have the tag, is the thing. I don't think the unit gets the anti-vehicle tag. The weapon themselves should. So I don't know, but maybe, yeah. That might be it. No doubt it's part of it, in one way or another. Anyway, I'm doing that thing where I said I'm talking and not doing, so as interesting as that is, I'm going to have to remember to message you later, Erratic. Are you on the Menace Modding Discord, or are you on the MJV Discord? I'm going to PM you, and we can confer our findings, or we can make like a public thread or something in the Menace Modding Kit Discord or somewhere where we can kind of just work on this together, maybe. Or, you know, not work, but like coalesce our findings. Sounds useful. Anyway, if you do want to let me know, what did you say? You forced utility scaling. I'm still curious what you meant by forced utility scaling, because that's interesting. Is utility scaling what they do? Is that also covering transportation unload? Because that'd be interesting. I thought of it as a thing they used for applying buffs, like the rogue officer whistle. I didn't think of it as a thing they used to go, oh, I need to drop these people off at the objective zone. So that'd be interesting if true. Anyway, make new ones mechanic. Let me order these and start doing some of these. No, yeah, I understand, Erratic. Yeah. That's why I corrected my wording from like work on it together to coalesce our findings. The mod that a lot of people use, all it does is change the global AI safety scale to 0. Yeah, and then I saw, you know, I saw the thing of how it's very binary though, like it just makes them all kamikaze. And so I haven't wanted to use it, but I've been trying to like do something in between. Make new units have proper cosmetics. That goes on the bottom. Expand your maces mod, so this goes up near the top. Fix, interdict, and defeat pirate forces missions is second on my list, I think. Make second up army lists can be 4. Proper cosmetics for the new units can be low on the list. Local forces expansion at the bottom. So the first thing I'm going to do here is make my new units work mechanically, and then we'll try to fix those mission types. So I have new units. Let's get into it. Where is my bullshit? Let me add the mod kit. Let me add the mod kits to my other window with the modding shit come up. Paste. Reference, paste duplicate, paste reference. Alright, bring that down. I'm on Menace Mod Kit 30! Whee! Oh, I've got to put it above all the stuff. Hang on. How far is above all the stuff? Oh, it's too far. It's above everything. Ah! Alright, you know what? Don't worry about this screen for now. Redix says, for instance, the pirate bodyguards, shotgun sweepers have 0 safety by default and like friendly 5.75, so this how's it uses. Yeah, definitely. There are some units that will get themselves killed more if they don't go hard like that. Like anything of a shotgun, if it hesitates, it's just gonna die anyway. It's just gonna die halfway through the charge and do nothing. Whereas if they commit, especially as a group of them, like more than one squad, they will actually get through and inflict damage on you. So definitely there are places where just making specific units have no safety scale and just fucking go hard. I mean, I've started to do that in... Let's get to it. My Pirates mod, I actually changed the... Oh, did I crash? Whoops. I actually changed... It's because I removed that. I changed the pyros and the breach gang to not be suppressible. Essentially, I gave them the alien doesn't get suppressed special ability. I haven't tested it yet, and I'm also lowering their safety scale hugely. And that's the idea. Is lore-wise, I'm just gonna be like they're on PCP, they're on crazy pirate drugs, they're stimmed up. You know. Because, honestly, it's like, it's not even mean to them, it is just gonna let them succeed more. Otherwise, they just, like, get halfway through a charge, and they just kinda, you know, they're gonna fizzle out and do nothing. They're just gonna commit halfway, and when you commit to something aggressive like that, you gotta go all the way. You can't half-ass it. It's too late once you've started. Rosalind says, if a unit prioritizes its own survival too much, it won't cover for its friends, and end up hilariously getting more allies killed. Exactly. It's also like the combined arms conventional warfare thing. It's like what happens in Arma. It's like, everyone has to work together in a modern warfare situation. You have to be a cog in the army, because otherwise the army can't work as an army, and you will just all be killed anyway by an army that does work together. Radix says, he had 70, so you clump of buses parked and empty in a perfect weapons range because they all bottled. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And we can do it, we can do it. So, why is this not showing up now? Let's get it showing up again. Here we go. So, I've got to... What am I doing? Let me just double check that everything's still working of what I've added. I usually narrate every single thing I do in exhaustive detail. I'm going to try to do that less today because it's why I get half as much done, if that, on modding days, because I spend half the time talking, rather than I'd spend the full time modding otherwise. And I do need to get the shit done, or tomorrow's going to suck. So, just ask me if you get lost. I'll still talk, but just, you know, I won't give as much context automatically, so if anyone has questions, just ask me. I know you're all pretty, like, chill and quiet usually, so I don't expect it's a problem. Yeah, that's right, I read it. Okay, gotta change the game capture to Menace now that we've loaded. Thanks again to POS for all the new versions. Run MMKit 30 and it's working better than ever for me, it's always getting better. I love that, Lloydie. PCP, P stands for pirate. Do both P stand for pirate? Okay, so here's just checking out my new shit.
Time to stretch the legs.
So I've got some new ones. What's my new shit? I've got I'll just show you what we're working on. No, I won't. That's the thing, Beagle. I'm not gonna do a demo today. I'm just gonna get shit done. You'll see as I go. Got my bikers that are halfway done. I also need my FFAR techie. I need to remember what states these are in. I was working on them last night, but I can't remember now. I think the other two techies need help. I think the Tonka's ready either. Reworking the Killdozer. Okay, so yeah, Tonka isn't doing anything, so I gotta write down... Tonka needs working weapon. What is this? This is Buggy. Buggy needs working weapon. This is working? Yeah, but it's broken. I need to fix it. I broke it at some point. FFAR pod, or just call it rocket pod, needs to be unbroken effect-wise. I know how I broke it, so that won't be hard. We'll do that first. Because I took away its AoE and I kind of over-nerfed it and now it sucks. I also kind of like broke the suppression somehow. I did this same here somehow. I somehow broke the suppression on the LMG here. It doesn't have any impact, so I need to fix that. I need to fix the Techie's LMG to do something. Alright. So I know what I gotta do. Immediately, let's go do that. Oh, and sorry, are the bikers or anything? Hang on. LMG, Techie needs working weapon. Oh, sorry, needs effects. Unbroken. I'm gonna set it to not go quiet in the background. Always make for a better watch. And then my bikers need Dragonfly default attack removed. Oh, child, what are you doing here? Baby, you up? Baby? Babe? Oh no, you got let out. Let's go. Bikers need Dragonfly default weapon removed. Erratic says, "Go. The next update we get will break everything because it's the content match, I think." I don't think it'll break everything. Poss has set this up really well. I think we'll be okay. Bikers and others need Club properly set up. But that's not as important, because the Club should be working. I think just add tracers. Add tracers to Clob. It'll be quick and it'll help. Because these are the guys I'm making into like bandit bikers essentially, placeholder everything right now, but they're gonna have machine pistols and drive up on you and do this, and then go vroom, off again. All right, so I got a few things to do there. First thing I'm gonna do is fix the rocket pod pirate trap. That's the easiest, lowest hanging fruit. I had it working before. I just accidentally over nerfed it, I think. Go to here, the concerning thing I would say is that it says it has suppression, but then in game it wasn't applying any. So, like it had 0 on the stat card. That is weird. Alex says, you make a new jetpack group if you look like you have packs on them. Yes, yes, I could make a new jetpack group. I haven't yet. So my cat's distracting me. We've got our kitten who likes to go around and pee in places she shouldn't, and I'm just keeping an eye on her. She might be okay today. So for this, I could set back the AoE. The problem with this might not be in the rocket pod itself, I think, but in the fire. New fire bandit rocket pod. So I took away its AoE and I think I broke it. It used to have AoE and now it doesn't. Is there like an override suppression going on as well? Oh, child. Override suppression going on, let's see. This is cloned from the Swarm multi-launcher, which apparently always hits, by the way, so I think it was defined on pure AoE, I'm realizing. So turning it into like a direct fire weapon is kind of broken it a bit, I think. Yeah, it's probably something to do with event handler, honestly. Maybe I take that away, maybe I'm throwing the wrong thing. Take it away, it's hard to kind of get it back. I guess I could just remove that field, actually. I guess it's fine. Yeah, I could just remove this field. I don't know if this works yet. I haven't tried, to be honest. I haven't actually tried if this works yet. What I'm trying to make here is like an FFAR rocket pod, like you fire off helicopters but put on a technical. I'd be pretty happy if I could just get suppression to work again. Is this what's futsy no suppression? No, this is just its hits percentage. Which, if this isn't working yet, I know that... Oh, you can do damage rip-off on an AoE. Oh, if these event handlers aren't working yet, because they haven't been working yet. But even if they aren't still yet, I haven't tested the Venom Kit 30. POS is working on updating this, I think, right now. This will be amazing when we get access to this, because it'll allow us to make a lot more changes we haven't been able to yet via the MM Kit. Like right here, like, oh my god, being able to actually set... -20 might be part of it. Being able to actually set these very nitty-gritty details, like how much fall-off an AoE weapon has, will be incredible for balancing stuff like artillery. Just amazing. Just amazing. For now, though, I don't really have time to get too crazy with it, so maybe I just put it back to what it was and try to make it feel not so crazy. For now, because that'll be the fastest thing, and I have so much to do today, and I keep learning. If I'm not responsible for how I do it, it just doesn't get done. Maybe put it back to what it was, which was AoE type 3, AoE chance to hit center at 50, Physical tiles 3, scatter mode 2, scatter... Yeah, so if it's gonna be an AoE like that, I don't want it to be AoE like that, though, is the thing. Damn it. I don't want it to be this kind of AoE. I wanted it to be like, I actually took cues from the frag grenades. I just tried to make them like frags. If we go to frag grenades... Oh, we go to throw frag grenades. We scroll down here. They have an event handler. They have their own event handler for elements hit 1, elements hit percentage 0.7. Is that like guaranteed 1 and then can hit up to 0.7 of the unit, I think? Hey, Rainbow Mug! How's money this month's going? Great, we're just starting. Dismember chance 30. I love that there's a dismember chance. Destroy half cover. Yeah, we love that too. That's really important for the rocket pod. The whole point of the rocket pod technical is to provide long-range fire support. That's good against entrenched positions, because the pirates really need some of that. I was trying not to give the bandits, like, too much good shit early on, like, oh, they can't have, like, a long-range anti-tank weapon, because that's the whole point of being easy. But the thing is, it really does make the fights boring, because the game is combined arms, you need to have combined arms. So, instead, what I'm trying now is giving them combined arms options, just making them kind of shitty. Like, I've given them an anti-tank rifle squad, it's just that they're super inaccurate, and they're hip-firing it, and they rarely hit. And they don't do that much damage when they do hit with it compared to the full RGL in the game that I cloned it from. But the point is, we still give them the option because the presence of threat makes the fights much more interesting rather than just going, okay, I'm fighting 50 different units and none of them can hurt me. We're trying to deal with the fighting 100 first graders problem. That is the issue of how Menace's default balance works, is that it is set up to be like, who would win 1 TCRN Marine in armor with like fully equipped, or 100 first graders. That is unfortunately how it works, and I'm trying to make it more like who would win 1 TCRN Marine or 10, you know, unarmored bandits with shitty weapons on PCP. It's more of a fight at that point, it's more interesting. Making a hard mode bigs? Yes, I have been for a while. Hard mode and other things as well, honestly, but yeah, just a general overhaul, but balance is a big part of it. Making the game more challenging is a big part of it, yeah. Okay, so we gotta go through this. At least give the first graders knives. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yes! Give the first graders knives. That's kind of what we're doing here. Give them anti-tank guns. That's right. I don't know if I should stick to that as a metaphor, but... Magic just says, if you want shitty anti-tank options, there is that tripod and the laser lance. How do you think the laser lance is shitty? That thing's terrifying. It's a las cannon. That thing's terrifying. What are you talking about? That thing strikes fear into my heart. No, I've already got one. I've got the, I've given them the anti-tank gun. We'll have a look at it in a second. I'm just going to projectile. So why isn't this working the same? Because I've given it the same shit. I've given it AoE type 0, target faction 0, AoE chance to hit center 50, selectable tiles 3, scatter mode 0, 0, scatter chance 50. This is what I've done for... I swear this is what I've done before. Wait, they don't even have scatter. Okay, so this doesn't even scatter. This is... I must have misread this before. Okay, they don't even use scatter for the frags, which is interesting. Is there any weapon I can think of that already works the way I want? Kinda. Like, the light mortar doesn't do a ton if it lands next to you, but that's just the event handlers. I think this doesn't help me, yeah. It just says, yeah, but it'll be controlled by unarmored slow-moving pirates. I mean, yeah, but, like, it's still gonna fucking one-shot clap you if it hits you. Which is fine if you can't have nothing else, but I can have something else. I can just have a shittier version of it. Yeah, it's originally the thing I was going to do with Radic is add smoke to everyone, but it's kind of annoying because of how long it draws things out, because of how you can't shoot through smoke in this game. So I kind of actually waved off giving that to tier 0s at least. I think tier 1s I still will. But it's still a really good idea I have for tier 1s, yeah, to have... And I'm going to give their Tonka truck smoke, yeah. I'm going to give them one unit that does it at least. I'm going to wait till a bit later on in my balance before I give it to everyone. I do think it's good to give to everyone. It's just something you got to deal with as a player, but yeah, it's like super annoying to deal with otherwise, just because like of the way the game does smoke. It just makes turns drag out really long, because it's like, oh well, smoke's there, I know they're in there, but I can't shoot it because smoke says no, so I just gotta wait now. And yeah, it ends up being accidentally a lot less fun than I would have hoped, which is, you know, it's just because the engine doesn't allow you to shoot through things you can't see through, unfortunately. Really, I think that might be the only thing I've seen of this engine so far that is like a hard engine limit that I'm not really going to be able to get around. Everything else about this engine is so open and flexible. Kind of just do whatever I want. But I think that's just going to be a hard limit of how their engine works, is I've not seen any example anywhere of a tile that you can't see through but you can shoot through. I just think it's not how their engine works, unfortunately. Rex says you should be allowed to blind fire. Yeah, I mean, that would be good, because then you could give smoke to the AI a lot more. Without it feeling so annoying. I'm still going to do it, like with the Rogue Army. I'm still going to do it, just not early on, I think. Let's just go back to this for a second. I mean, this may not even be the issue. Just go set it back to its original way it works, and then just check. Change the duration of smoke. Yeah, it's a band-aid though. You know, I try to avoid band-aid solutions, not to be dismissive, but I'm being slightly more dismissive because I am trying to like keep on track today. So I'm talking while I'm doing stuff. But it is a band-aid solution to me, and I try to avoid those of like, yeah, okay, but it's still annoying. Now it's just annoying for one turn instead of two, or one round instead of two. You're right that it's better than nothing, but I guess it's the thing. It's like, if the game forced me to have smoke on every single enemy, it would be like, yeah, I would do that as a better than nothing. But because I'm not yet forced to have smoke on every enemy, my better solution right now is to just not have the annoying behavior at all, and just buff them in other ways for now. While I work out how I want to get around that. You know what I mean? It's not like we need a perfect solution, but I'm trying not to band-aid and just be like, okay, this is fucking annoying, but I'll just make it a bit less annoying. I'm more trying to be like, okay, let's just not have the annoying thing. As much. Like, for instance, with the Pirate Flamers I gave smokes to, I'm going to leave the smokes on them, but I'm probably going to make it so they only have one smoke rather than 3. 1 was fine when I fought them. But 3, it's like, okay, the smoke finally cleared, I can shoot them again. And they've smoked again. It's like, alright, well, this is getting old.
All right,
What, a
Marines,
smoke puff grenade,
let's
2
get
times
it
the smoke?
done.
What do you mean?
Just be careful about what memories you
Like
make.
less smoke? Problem is, it's still the same problem. It doesn't fix the issue, unfortunately, fundamentally. Okay, let's see if I fix this to be doing damage again. No, it says so zero suppression. Well, that's a good sign because it means I haven't broken the suppression via the AoE fuckery. I've just broken it some other way. Why is suppression not working? Well, does it do damage now at least? No, maybe I didn't actually update this correctly. Maybe I'm editing the wrong thing. Because that should be killing them. That should be fucking them up. The fact that it is not is a big sign.
Let's get him some help!
Seeing that they don't go for the kill, the outcomes maybe because their rifles aren't anti-armor and these things are armor. Oh yeah, because they have no anti-armor. I forgot I have nerfed that. Okay. That's interesting because it means I broke this in a way I don't understand. Or I'm not propagating it correctly. Let me check my actual notepad. Maybe the other key. Today I might... Oh, this file cannot be saved, may be protected. You want to launch Notepad in administrator mode? What? Why is it? Oh, no, that's a file that I got rid of. Never mind. That's not the problem. I deleted that. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm going down to... Maybe I should put Notepad on screen today so you guys can actually see what's going on. Rancher says Heavy Flamer should be nerfed. It's fun, though. Have you been using it against things, Brencher, or have you been having it used against you by the Pirate Flamer trucks? What is the reason? Hi, Brencher, by the way. Where is my Freelancer modding screen? That one has a Notepad one. Offline recording? No. Instead of 3v3, should be like the airstrike. Oh, like you should pick an area. That's a good idea, Brenchar, for the player version. That's a good idea. Sweep 3 tiles instead of getting a 3x3. That's a smart idea. Yeah, I can like spray an area. Clever. I'm gonna write that down. Good idea. Maybe flamer, spray an area like airstrike. Think it'd be cool. Yeah, you're right, actually. And you could even make the effect stronger on those tiles, but just not do every tile. It'd be a problem for AI because I don't think they understand how to do that. But you could just give AI like a different, like you know, a 1x3 instead. Or just lower the AP cost so they can hit 3 tiles, but yeah, they hit the same tile again. Anyway. How do I give you Notepad? That's OpenXCom, that's OpenXCom Unit Spawner. Let's make a new one, I guess. Window capture. Notepad++ capture. Yes, add existing. Scroll this down. Alright, you gonna come up? Let's see. Bazingo. Okay, so now you can see what I'm actually doing here as well, which is honestly where a lot of my modding's become lately, because I'll move it so you can actually see beyond my UI. It's, as I've got better, it's still enabled by the POS's modkit framework, doing things in these JSON, so it's not like I'm not using the modkit still, it's just I'm not using the modkit's actual UI, I'm using the notepad more. How do I gotta do it this way now, hang on. Yeah, okay. Now I can just like close it real quick. Just remind me to close it, because otherwise I won't remember that it's still up for you guys when I go into the game. When do you expect to start a real run, says Barbaric? I want to see this game feels good. Sorry, not today, actually. Tomorrow is me actually playing the game. I'm modding today to try and get ready for tomorrow. Unfortunately, I have a bunch of stuff I need to get ready. If you do want to see the game itself, though, I do have VODs. Some of the recent VODs have been pretty cool. Not the last VOD, because it actually had a lot of problems I'm trying to fix right now, which made it not as exciting. The VOD before last, though, any of those, before the last Menace VOD. Oh, so not just the last one, which is 2 hours. The one before the last 2, whatever. Anyway, there's ones there. And there's some runs. I can link you one if you want. It's fine if you want to come in tomorrow or whatever, but I can link you one if I want. That's really exciting to watch. Trying to make all the missions. There's just some problems with some of the missions I need to fix that make some of them not so fun to watch. Speaking of which, mod kit, staging, pirates. We gotta double check if I've undeployed it. Yes, I have. I appreciate the way you said it too, Barbaric. not to be a restless Randy. I appreciate that. You're all good. I know most people want to be here to watch the game. I know people don't come to me from modding streams. It's just something I gotta get done. Want to see the most epic Long War Frag 85 impossible runs you got? Let me just take a second and grab you a link. I'm gonna grab you 2 missions that kind of show. It kind of show the best, I think. I'm gonna grab a few right now. I know I said I'm not gonna distract myself, but look, I want to get this for you. Okay, go to my. It should be in my VODs. You should have modding stream since, but I'm glad. Thank you. I guess that's why you're here. Where are my last 2 good ones? Not that one. Aha, here we go. This one, and maybe this one. Sorry for hijacking it. Nah, you're good. It's my choice, Barbaric. But I appreciate, again, your consideration. I've got some... This is where I had the rocket pods. Yeah, here we go. Here's one of the good ones, I think.
Oh, maybe Pike, actually. Maybe Pike has to get out first, I think.
There's 2 missions, basically, that I'm looking for, and they were wild. I'm gonna link
way
them.
harder when I started not taking it seriously, it turns out. Are you actually not there for that, Blinky? Because that was a Hall of Famer mission you missed.
Okay, yeah, here's one of them. I'm gonna get the link for the other one. I'm gonna link them to you in order. Order when we played them. Is this the other one? Yes, this is the other one. Okay, I'm gonna link you in the briefing stages, but you can just skip forward if you want. But these are the missions I recommend watching, for sure. So here's one of them, Barbaric. What was the mission after this? Did I win this one? Oh yeah, and then the other one, the one after was interesting and fine. I won that one though. Oh, spoilers, I guess. You're about to see me get schwacked in that mission, but it's a great schwacking. It really makes the AI look so smart. It really shows, I should say, how smart the AI is when they're allowed to be. That's one, and then here's the other one. Yes, let me just link this one too. Backer for maximum context. Thank you. Yeah, go for it. Just basically, just so you know, these are the missions. Here's the other one as well. There are others as well. Just going backwards from these VODs as well that are really like fun and cool and good. But these are the 2 I think of now, and I'm like, oh man, those were bangers. Like those were such good bangers. So check those out. They'll show you some blood, and they'll show you how cool this game can be with us, especially with us modding that as well. And hopefully, we'll be doing more of that tomorrow. Day after. So that's what I was doing here. I need to pull up my rocket pod weapon. I also need to just like close this and reopen it so I can bring it to the fore again. Rockets. Pod, here we go. Oh, this just grants the weapon. Enemy fire bandit. Oh, you thought they were being literal bench. Yeah, no, I think they're saying like that, yeah. Not the literal. So yeah, it's a suppression 20 there, but it's not doing suppression, which is odd. We have to figure out how I've done this. Max range 10, min range 1, ideal range 1, accuracy bonus minus 10, or penetration 60. Damage durability 30. Is it the accuracy being so bad? Is it because it's not guaranteed to hit anymore? That would be weird. It just means I need to clone a new weapon, which would be odd, but I can do it. It may just be that like this thing works really fucking weird, to be honest. I may just end up cloning like an autocannon instead, which because it's kind of the same effect I'm looking for when I get down to it. Yeah, it might be quicker, Beagle. Let's just do one last check here, because I can't see what's breaking this. I might just redo it, cloned as a autocannon, which is the mechanical effect I want, but then just changing the cosmetics over for the rocketing. Go to... Oh yeah, there it is. Fire bandit rocket pod. I have 2 of them, so I gotta be careful of that as well. Oh, I might be changing the wrong one, funnily enough. Because I was doing some testing. It's bad practice, but I have 2 of them that are very similar. Fire rocket pod is the one I was changing, though, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I've added too many tags to it. Probably. Repetition delay 0.4. Action point cost 60. Projectile height. Is it this? Or is it the always hitting? I mean, just change back how it was before, I guess. Because before I fucked with all this, it was working fine. And then I changed this, and I was like, oh, it doesn't do any suppression anymore. What the hell? It never hits anymore. Where's the AoE changes? I just set them back, so that's normal now. Yeah, I mean, check it out like this. It really should work. But we'll see. If not, like, again, quickest way to do this, and I have to be efficient, is just, even though it seems like it wouldn't be quicker, just redo the weapon a third time, but as an autocannon. Because the autocannon works how I want. And this might be hard to balance if it has to be AoE to be useful. I'm not fully in-depth enough of how this shit works yet to, like, be super slick with how I balance the weapons, not how I balance them conceptually, but like,
who's gonna catch these hands?
in-game they have surprising effects that I haven't fully like got familiar with yet. Let's give it a try. So, wait, what? Oh, I see. Yeah, interesting because it doesn't even have suppression on the card there. Wait, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, because it says construct. It's meant to say swarm. I think I got onto the wrong one at some point. Oh, I mean, it's working.
Oh man! Oh god!
I think it is the right one. I don't know how I got that description though, but I think the big change there is I put is always hitting back on. Maybe it just never did suppression, and I can't make it do suppression for some reason. Even though I've given it to the thing. But as you can see, it's working. It's just working too well now, which is what I was trying to change last time I nerfed it. But we'll give it to the AI. They like it as well.
We coming!
Yeah, it's a little bit too good right now. This is what I'm trying to do, is just kind of bring it back down.
Get your head out.
Does seem like the tag is working. I gave it the anti-vehicle tag.
Yo, leave something for me! Don't get your pretty. We'll help you.
I wonder if I'm doing the wrong one. Yeah, they understand to use it against machines. That's great. That's what I want. Okay. Double check that I'm using the right one then, because I may be using the wrong one. I don't know. Well, no, I'm using the right one because the one I just edited just changed, so... If I take away is always hitting, I assume that's just our issue then. Well, no, because it's still not doing suppression, though. Why is it not doing suppression? Maybe I'm using the wrong skill. Repetition's 5, repetition delay 0.4, max range 10. Travel height. Okay, but the skill itself, have I got this on the wrong thing? It's cause this is why you don't do the shit I've done, where I just slapdash, didn't clean up my old test version before I made a new one named exactly the same thing. This is what happens, unfortunately, is it's very easy to go, oh, whoops, that's not correct. Though again, it has to be because I'm seeing the changes. Yeah, that's the right one. Why isn't it correct then? Am I editing the wrong one? Yeah, maybe. No. No, I don't think so. This is cloned off of what? This is cloned off of Swarm, I think. This is cloned off of Construct. Oh, sorry, you can't see this. Hang on. I'm actually using the UI kit right now. Let me just minimize this. This is the one I've been using. Yeah, this is the right... Wait! No, yeah, it's the right one, yeah. Fire rocket pod, not launch. Yeah, maybe just remake it. Maybe just remake it. I think it's just broken in a way I don't have time to figure out how to fix today. Okay. So with that in mind... Yeah, alright. Let's just reclone it. So this time I should actually listen to what I'm saying and get rid of the bad clones. It's just good practice. So I'll just rebalance it again. It's fine. Like this is like whatever. Do I just like make it? You can like leave it looking like that. No, that's weird. Reclone it all. Just reclone it all. It'll be faster. I will maybe just like save what I gave it numbers wise. That'll save me some time. But otherwise, let's just get rid of that. Whoop. Because autocannons work. We're just giving them a shitty... Well, giving them a weird autocannon. MG RPK. We'll get back to you later. Weren't you also doing nothing? I don't know what I've done with all this shit, honestly. Fix it out later. It's weird. Well, again, do the autocannon beagle. Nothing else to change there. We just gotta double check we haven't broken the formatting whenever we do this. Yep, all my changes are still there. We need to go to skill, just delete the shit I've done, and just try again. Delete fire rocket pod. Maybe I'll just save the tags too. I think I probably overdid the tags as well, honestly. Just delete all that. Delete whatever else on the way. Get rid of that. Honestly, get rid of a bunch of this shit. Launch, get rid of all that. That should still be working. Nope. Oh yeah, no, I got rid of 8 entities, so it is working. Okay, yeah. That's fine, so now I just gotta do the autocannon. Okay, so go in, go to autocannon. Oh, gotta minimize, sorry. Go to autocannon. It's gonna be a mod weapon. Is that gonna be an issue? Hopefully not. Probably not. I think it's fine. We'll try it. Clone, mod weapon, medium, dot autocannon. I'm gonna go prefix. I prefix everything I do with MU, so it's easy to find what I've changed and what isn't vanilla. MU, bandit, rocket pod. I should change it to light or whatever. I still can, just do it again. Mod underscore weapon, light. MU. Bandit, rocket pod. Okay. First thing, as you can see of all the weird, unexpected stuff happening, first thing I think should be to just go test actually works in-game before fucking with it. So we do that, and then we have to get its firing mode as well. Autocannon salvo. Okay, well, twin fire we can worry about later. Mod, autocannon salvo. Active mod, twin fire, active mod, autocannon salvo. Okay. I mean, just give it both now, but go fuck it. Active mod, MU underscore, bandit, rocket pod, salvo. Just do one for now, it's fine. Barbaric says, well, Gubby is born to be a VOD boy, to be you. Thank you! Have a good one, hope you enjoy. Again, I just changed like one thing, so I can make sure that it's working in-game. I will do the twin fire, I've decided. Just to make sure that it's working in-game is important. Twin fire, autocannon, salvo. Okay, so we leave that there, but we could go like this. Again, just change one thing just to make sure it's actually working in-game and to save it as a field. Now, having done all that, all we need to do then is actually add it to the thing we're testing it on. Get rid of that again. Event handlers, oh my goodness. What the hell? Oh, I see. Wait, what the fuck? No, I don't. What? Oh, it's added a lot of shit. That's wild. Oh, it's added like the whole thing. Okay, get rid of all that. Yeah, this is like sometimes the mod kit does this. It's just a little thing you have to deal with. Get rid of all that. Check that we're still working. Yep. Now we're just gonna go to the entity itself. Our FFR Techie and Gun mob here. And we just need to... Oh, we also need to add the skill. We need to grant the skill. Whoops. I think I did. That's a pretty important part of this. We need to actually add it. Wait, what is this? Oh, turret MU bandit rocket pod is still here. Get rid of that too. That's a base item template. Get rid of that. And we've still got MU launch bandit rocket pod. Okay, we gotta get rid of that too. Fire. Wait, we've still got all of these. Oh, I have to get rid of the clones, I think. Hang on. Just to be safe here, I need to like make sure I'm stripping this from everything. That's a skill. Okay, it's not in there. Bandit tube. Yeah, I think it's just in the clones part. Okay, so while I'm here anyway, grab this. And we go to the bandit rocket pod we just made. Yeah, the mod weapon. We just scroll down. I'm gonna go to the skills and actually replace these. I can change this to twin fire, right? Not like that, I can't. Hang on. Twin fire. There we go. Add that. Now we should be good. Bring this back up. Yeah, keep sending this back. Please don't do that. Hopefully this is going to work on non-modular vehicles. We need to test that too. There's like a bunch of little rules like this we have to not fall prey to. I think the main thing now is, like I said, adding this actually as the weapon to the techie. Where is it? Wait, why is it not added to my entity list? Should I delete it? Excuse me? Hello? Did I not change that? Problems. Rocket pod is the base item. I did change it. Maybe I need to do it again. I might have accidentally deleted it myself. Oh, I'm stupid. I know why. Because it's not a weapon, it's a modular weapon. There it is. Grab that. We go to the entity. You can do all this in the mod kit itself. What are you eating, child? Hey, what are you eating? Oh my god, what have you done? Oh, cats. I moved and she was like, oh my god, run. Make sure I'm not eating rocks though, you know? Anyway, you can do this in mod kit, but I just do it this way quicker. Just replace that. Here's our weapon now actually added to the Bandit, FFA, Techie, and Gun Mob entity. And then I just want to clean up those clones as well, because it would be good practice to get rid of those. So we need to go into weapon template. Just get rid of the clone itself, the turret MU rocket pod. And we also want to go to skill clones. I want to get rid of both of these, we don't need them anymore. And anything else, or is that it? Yeah, get rid of this one. Hey, I already had one like this that I tried. Oh, that might be a bad sign. We'll see. That should be good. Alright, let's give this a try and see if it's working. A lot of things that can go wrong format-wise, which is why it's really important to... oh, I disabled smoke, whoops. Which is why it's really important to, like... For sanity, just, like, test that it all works first. Also, this is taking way longer than I thought it would. This has been a weirdest problem to deal with, but that's always how it goes with modding. I need to, like, finish dealing with this technical weapon problem in, like, the next 10 to 15 minutes, or else I'm gonna be sidetracked on that all day, and I might just have to, like, leave it for later. Which always sucks, never feels good, but... You know. Responsibility. I wonder if it doesn't work when loading a new game. It should. That's fun, Blinky. It's lots of fun.
About
Okay,
damn time we saw some action.
Hopefully this will just be like an autocannon. That's what we're expecting here. We have nothing. Okay, fuck. Mod weapon's gonna work. It makes it so much harder. It makes it so much harder. What weapon does the pirates have that works like an autocannon? Doesn't exist. Technically the rocket truck, but that thing's a fucking AoE problem which I was trying to avoid. It doesn't work. Doesn't show up. Fuck. Why isn't it showing up? Probably just because it's a mod weapon. Can't be a mod weapon, but I can't cross the classes or the clones get upset. Maybe we can clone the gun, but not the skill. Yeah. I guess I can just make it like a turret. Okay. We can still use the clone we just made to give to the player after, so it's not a waste of time, just need a new thing. Chain gun, just clone the chain gun. Because the chain gun, again, kind of works how we want it to work. I mean, hell, it'll even be able to jam, which is kind of a good thing for a tier 0 shitty enemy, honestly. If I could add the jamming to all the pirate weapons, I probably would. It's a nice way to balance them. Chain gun salvo... medium chain gun, here we go. Okay, so we're going to clone this again. Turret dot, these are much simpler. Turret dot mu bandit rocket pod. cloned. He's used that. Max range goes to 10. And what we're going to do here, try and be that little bit sneaky, is just add the weapons we made here. We shouldn't need to worry about Twin Fire then. It's only going to be a problem if you can't add mod skills to this, then I'll have to just make a non-mod version. That gets a bit awkward. So try it like that. Just add this as what we're rolling with now to our technical. There's our technical. Here we go. Add this instead. This should at least show up. And again, it should just be like an autocannon, is what we're expecting here. Though, I mean, now it might be different because of how we're pulling from the chain gun turret. We'll see. We'll see, because it's going to pull a lot. It's not going to be actually like an autocannon now completely, because it's going to pull half the stats. It's like parents. It's like half the stats are pulled from the weapon itself, and half of how it works is going to be pulled from the active skill that the weapon is using. You can't just have an active skill about a weapon to pull from, unless it's an accessory skill, I found. Because then, you know, it needs to pull from the weapon itself for a lot of what it needs to understand, I guess. But then if you don't have the skill, the weapon doesn't do anything, so it's interesting.
With training and discipline, I am always ready to fight.
The chain gun is not working. Why are you doing this to me? They break everything. Are all my vehicles not working anymore? And that one never was. No, it's still there. Why? Maybe because you can't put mod skills on. Yeah, its skill isn't showing up. Motherfucker. Okay. So the mod thing isn't going to work. So I do need to do it like a chain gun. Just make it like a weird chain gun. Whack. Alright, let's just do it. If it works, it works. And it'll just have to do for now. So now we go back. We just end up playing that chain gun in the end. Just a weird chain gun. Active chain gun salvo, so we go to active mod. But that's a mod weapon. Hang on, that's not fair. Yeah, because it isn't. See, there's there's non-mod versions. Just mod stuff just doesn't work for these NPCs in a way I don't understand yet. Okay, so clone this. It's fine. It's just the way the game wants it. I don't know better right now. I just have to do it the way the game wants it. Active. MU Bandit Rocket Pod Salvo. Colors of the mob Menace still ever had. What's up, Color? We clone it. We give it a higher action point cost. We apply it. As our new skill, we try again. As our new skill. We pray. We pray to gods every time we do this. We pray to Athena. Pray to Hephaestus every time. Alright. Loaded. Cross your fingers for me. Wait, I changed it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It's already on the techie. You have to wait till this bit shows up. Once this bit shows up, you know we're good to go. Carlos says, I'm halfway done with the fan edit. Just put up the dialogue and clean up. Oh, which one did you do in the end? I can't remember. Did you say? Which one are you doing?
0311 has landed and continuing on foot.
Look forward to seeing it.
Keep it tightened by the books.
I heard LaRubric's doing a Menace video soon too, which I look forward to seeing. Because now it works. Okay, so it has to be a non-mod weapon, unfortunately. A non-mod skill. Don't do the mod shit for anything other than player units right now. Or else return part of quad. Cool! I'm really excited to see that, honestly. Also, I think I fucked up my textures at some point. I'm not ready to worry about that yet, but I don't know how I did that. Oh, I totally did. How did my normals get unflipped again? Nah, I'm not ready to worry about that yet. Maybe they just always look that shit and I didn't notice because I was too excited. No, that definitely looks like that's meant to be the interior, so... I don't know, maybe I just never really noticed. I'm not really ready to worry about it yet. Point is, now we just want to change that chain gun into the rockets and see if that's even possible. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But this will be the moment of truth. So now that that's working, we're just gonna steal all the cosmetics from the swarm launcher. Is my plan. So where are all those cosmetics to find? Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Setups. Ah, maybe I need all this shit. What's this? Interesting. Later, no time for that now. Okay, icons, we'll worry about this later, I guess. Oh, we can switch it over now. We're gonna need to adjust. I'll write all these fields down on my notes to the left. Icon equipment. Icons are important. I don't do them for placeholder, but they help me like test easier because I can tell what the fuck is what. Icon equipment disabled. Icon skill bar. I can just like steal these, hopefully. I should just make like a generic placeholder one, honestly, or a few. Icon skill bar disabled. We'll change all those around. Skills granted is done. Model is not a problem. Swarm airburst, medium vehicle. Okay, so that's done. Then we go down to the actual firing. And this is where we're going to steal the shit that should actually really matter for making it look different. Me type 0, override amp slot 0. No. Put the dialogue and clean up. What do you mean put the dialogue, Carlo? Explain, I'm so curious. Tell me more about what you've been doing. I really want to see that. Okay, stacking we can probably take away. Ranges, that's fine, not a problem. Repetitions, not a problem. Type. Wait, what? Oh, this is the swarm. I was like, chain gun is AoE? No, never mind. This is the swarm. I forgot. Is attaching muzzle to transform might be necessary? Question mark. Is spawning muzzle for each repetition true? Is attaching muzzle to transform true? Yeah, they do bones, that's right. And you can make them with C4. Soviet one will kind of edit for armor. Interesting. Oh, you mean like the like text captions for the dialogue? Is that like what you're doing? That would be a time-consuming part that you do at the end too. So I'm starting to think that's what you're talking about. Small position offset should be necessary. Text big captions, cool. Well, if you've got a whip uploaded that you want to send to me, or you've got like a file you want to send to me on Discord or something, I'd definitely take a look. But if you're going to be done in a day too, I'm just excited. I just want to see it now. Color, that sounds so cool. I'm excited. Thank you for doing that. Is impact shown on hits? Impact on the AoE center tile. Color said, yeah! Yeah, you sound like you'd rather wait till it's done. I understand. I totally understand. Is impact centered on tile false? Is impact only on AoE tile? I don't know if this is only cosmetic or not. Is decal only on AoE centered tile true? I'm just noting it down in case it matters. Is impact centered on executing element false? But that's an interesting thing to note for later for special abilities. Is impact aligned to infantry? False. Camera effect on impact, none. Ragdoll impact mult. We'll get to that later. Yander says I've finally made the game files extractions in the Clone MCP set for work, trying to fix concealment free info. Oh, cool. Wait. Concealment free info. What do you mean? Ooh, interesting. You're talking about concealment, which is a bugbear for me right now, so I'm very interested. What are you up to? Very, very interested. You said concealment, you've activated my neurons. But this is okay, because I've been batting the area for a mod over an accessory SL ability that allows you to make foxholes from appropriate defensive positions. Yeah, I also want to figure that out too, yes. If you figure it out, Bones, let me know. Would love that. Would fucking love that. Either, Wait, that's alfoil! Don't eat that! Oh my god! Children, don't eat that! That kills you! Why, little child? Don't eat alfoil! Oh, God. Keeping these children alive is difficult. Ugh. You just see, See the little kitten playing with something that she shouldn't be playing with. Brian says, you likely get to it sooner than I haven't installed the mod kit yet. That's all good. Andrew says, you know when a vehicle detects the concealment is broken about seeing the enemy unit, so you retreat one tile and boom? Oh, the meta information, the eye. That's an interesting one to touch, because while it is meta information, it is kind of also really useful, because if you take it away, concealment starts being a thing you can rely on as much, which isn't the worst if you rebalance the whole game, but in vanilla itself, you probably just end up people not using concealment as much. But then concealment's so broken. But anyway, yeah, I mean, interesting. Definitely a really cool thing if you can figure out how to do it. I might end up using it, yeah. See how it feels at least. I would be 100% for it, except I'm worried how it makes concealment feel as a thing to use. Because I know from playing with Sigma and other games, if you don't know that your concealment is working, it suddenly becomes a thing you just don't use because you can't rely on it. But you can probably balance around it here, so it's a good idea to try for sure. It's that, and look, honestly, if you figure out how to work with that kind of shit too, and you make any inroads with concealment, like fucking up concealment in general, let me know if you're up for anything else with that you'd be interested in, because concealment is like one of the biggest problems of the game right now, and could desperately use a hero to fix it. I haven't figured it out yet to be that hero, but I'm hopefully going to do it when I have time. Of course, I need to rebalance just poking around right now. Yeah, of course. Don't let me be that person who's like, oh, well, you know, have you considered all these problems of your idea? No, like, yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good idea to try, for sure. I think it could be really cool. Because it does give you that meta information that's just, like, kind of, like, a bit silly. It is a bit silly. Not even vehicles. I make a lot of use of it on my infantry scouts, like, having a scout up front being like, oh, I've been spotted, time to go backwards. It's silly, yeah. Which means the AI never gets to ambush you, which, it does suck, for sure. It's not ideal. No, kudos to you for trying to check that out. That's good, thank you. Just excited about concealment, so I started yapping. Carlos says, have you considered the million problems your idea will incur, have you? See, I should know better than that to do that even lightly, because I hate when that happens to me. I hate when someone says that to me, and I'm like, yes, I know, I understand that. I'm just, you know, I didn't give you a thesis. My bad. Projectile, pick up an empty infantry. Okay, so here's what we want. We're looking for sounds as well, but here's what we want. Muzzle effect. Muzzle selection empty. Muzzle effect. Muzzle flash construct rocket pod earth 01. No overrides. Projectile data. This is where we're going to make it look correct. And we just have to make it sound correct, which hopefully is going to be right under this field. Time scale. I have to worry about the scale. The rest I kind of know how. I just need to know what the prefab is, which is rocket pod rocket. Keep alive duration. Also worth knowing. I think that's like how long until the tracer burns out if it doesn't impact. Start. Time offset 0. Is despawning early 1. Isn't rotating. No off-map origin. No secondary projectile data. Full impact effect, don't care. Just make sure we know. Default impact effect, null, in case the chain gun has something different. Default impact decals, none, or empty. Impact on surface. Ah, I'm gonna have to steal this. Ah! How in-depth is this? It's so in-depth. Oh god, we'll get to that later. This is getting into, like, all-day territory. You really need it to look right, though. Maybe I can just, like, steal all this if I just, like, edit one and then just, like, yank it all. Oh, I know where I can steal this from. Yeah. Note. Steal the impact. I could have just done this easier, I just realized. Steal the impact on surface fields. And then where is your sound? Sounds on before use empty. Sounds on use empty. Sounds on attack per element empty. Sounds on attack. Bank. Okay. So these make no sense to our human brains, but apparently are legit. Are legit data that we can move around, I've been told, and will work. Bank ID and item ID is what we want to change there for sounds on attack. Steal sounds on attack and sounds on hit fields. Again, I'm just going to go grab this in a way smarter way. I should have done this from the start. And the rest we shouldn't have to be too worried about. Okay, cool. My brain is too smooth to comprehend this. It'll probably make more sense in a second when I do it, but yeah, this is getting like a little bit complicated, sorry. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is take all of that to what we just made. Again, this is taking way longer than I thought it would. I gotta stop. Stop, Eagle, stop. But it's so close. No, it isn't. You're baiting yourself. Thank you, Erratic. Thanks for checking in. Have a good one. Appreciate it. I'll get back to you after work, hopefully. So what we do is we come down to icons. One more edit, bro. Please, just one more says load it. Yeah, pretty much. What I'm gonna do, and this is a thing that I should have done from the start because it's much smaller, is I can just go to the raw data that this is all pulling from. Carlos says modders stop right after their code finally works. I know it's meant to be the joke of like modders stop right before their code finally works, but you've unintentionally or not, I'm going to assume intentionally, you've made a way better joke there, yes. Modders should stop right after their code finally works. Modders keep going after their shit works, but they have to make it better. So I go to, you'll see this pop up in a second, user data, extracted data. I think I'm going to skill template. And we just straight up go to the raw data. And we just go to Swarm Airburst. And it'll all be here in Notepad, really easy to just copy across. This is the raw data that the mod kit is pulling from. So I really should have just come here first if I wasn't an idiot who wanted to waste 10 minutes for no reason. Because now, as you can see, I can just like copy all this over easy fucking peasy into my existing template. Yeah, Carlo, yeah. Absolutely, yes. Why do I still have this one? Oh, right. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's just like nab everything I wanted to nab. Just nab everything and delete everything else. Probably be quicker. Actually might be, yeah. Where does it end? We're out of the modding tool. We're out of the modding tool. We're in a notepad. Yeah. Oh God, all the impact. There is a lot here. Did I accidentally cross over into Twinfire without realizing it? Because it kind of feels like I did. What line does this end on? Ends on 175. Wait, what? Wow, this goes through so many lines. Okay, maybe don't just copy everything. Maybe this isn't quicker. Maybe just take the bits you want. It goes like all the way down to here. Maybe this isn't quicker, Beagle. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Okay, fuck it. Don't copy everything. There's a lot of shit to copy. I'll just take the bits I wrote down that I want. So, icon equipment. Add icon true. Icon asset name skill 12. Okay, grab that. Yes, here you go, Ray. Here's your food. Here's where we start loading all our shit up. Skill 12, skill 12. What else? Is spawning muzzle for each repetition. Oh, here we go, yeah. Impact shown on hit. Ignore all that, just go from muzzle selection, muzzle effect. Okay. Muzzle selection, muzzle effect. Let's grab that. What was the next thing I really needed? Projectile data. Snap all that. It's easy. Easy peasy. Steelies! Keep elaboration. That's all done. This was so much easier this way. I should have done it this way from the start. Impact on surface. Yeah, that's the thing I needed to steal. That made me realize I had to come here anyway. Hopefully this works. If not, I'm just fucking If not, I've wasted so much time. Some of these nested arrays don't fully work yet when you fuck with them. Function effect null. Sounds and second sounds on hit fields. Okay, please work. I mean, if these do work, fuck, maybe I can do, fuck, maybe I can straight up do event handlers today, but that's not what I'm meant to be doing today. Ugh. Fucked up thing is I did have it working really close to what I wanted. It was just OP. I guess I didn't have it as close as I thought though, because I didn't realize it wasn't doing suppression. It was just doing suppression because it was killing people. Which, like, yeah, but, you know, not ideal. Right, we deployed the mod again. Pretty important point. If you want it to actually do anything, you gotta deploy the mod. But you also gotta be really careful you undeploy the mod before you start editing it, or everything gets really fucked up. Very big problems. Alright, let's see. Wait for the mod thing to show up. That means everything's loaded. If this doesn't work, I have to properly reevaluate what I'm doing with my time.
About damn time we saw some action.
I have to actually be responsible. What are you doing down there, cats? Oh, you pulled the telephone off. Oh my god. Just worked perfectly. I think I have to reevaluate. Yeah, those nested arrays don't really work yet, I think. Which means that's a back to the drawing board. You can't yet clone it off of something that doesn't already work the way you kind of want it to work, then I think. Though, others said they got it to work. So have I just done it wrong? Answer me this, does it at least do anything? Oh, it doesn't do anything either. You know what? Fuck all this. I tried to do it the right way. I have a new plan. I have a new plan. Do I have a new plan? It's not gonna work. Beagle, reevaluate what you're doing every time. Like I said, I don't know if anyone other than you or I working on vehicle weapons, and I've not got vehicle weapons to work. I had them working before, it was just OP, and I did this whole convoluted bunch of shit to try and make a version I could balance that wouldn't have weird scatter mechanics on it. And it turns out, guys, remember when I said, oh, I'll just clone the autocannon, that'll be easier than this? Turns out, wrong. Wrong, it was not easier, it was actually much harder in many ways. It was much harder in so many ways. I did change the sounds, didn't I? I mean, it doesn't matter because the projectiles aren't working either. Which is its own problem. This, I think, just isn't working correctly yet as a thing you can just, like, chop and change. Okay, there is... So first of all, I'm killing all of this because it has led us down a bad path. Like, it's almost like game development is a complex process that takes multiple years of iteration. Modding is its own different complex process because we're trying to backwards understand what the game devs set their engine up to accept without actually knowing. So there's a lot of trial and error too. But yes, in both cases, correct. I just give you a bunch of RPGs where you just fire them. No, because you need a weapon. Maybe? Let's try it real quick. If I just give you an RPG, can you just shoot it? Stop eating that food, cat. Do we just come back to this later? I think so at this point. I risk going, oh bro, this next 10-minute solution will fix this. You know what? Let's mix it up. Let's totally mix it up. Let's not worry about the new units just yet. Let's instead do the other things. We're gonna come back to this later. I'm defeated by this for the moment, but we're gonna come back to this later. Okay. The next thing on the list was fix the interdict and defeat pirate force missions. Now, these I've already started working on with a new mod called Better CPU. And I think we're in the money with this. With just a small change to how the mission works. So this is where I need to do the thing that Erratic was talking about. Of adding new bullshit. New, let me close that pad. Adding new bullshit to the mission type. So go to interdict. This is the first one we're going to try and fix. Pirates interdict forces. Now the problem here is that the pirates don't fight you, just try to blow past you, and then they really stupidly like fucking... They just like fucking really stupidly, words. They'll just really stupidly like try to go around the, or not even stupidly, they'll try to go around the edges, but they'll really stupidly just like not fight you. Now I've already started fixing this with better CPU, which makes them less dumb brain to just rush the objective zone, but the other piece of this is adding friendly forces to the flanks of the map so that they don't go, oh, I'll just go around you, lol. Because, like, yeah, but it's just kind of dumb for gameplay with how the AI treats it. It's just kind of stupid. Like, it's not even that they do it smartly, it's just that, like, they have, you know, they could have, like, 50 fucking units. They could just wipe your 5 units out in 2 rounds of fighting if they just put their mind to it. But they'll go, oh no, we can't fight, that'll slow us down. So they take a fucking 5-round detour around your 3 fucking units. There's, like, Carter there with a fucking lollipop. And you just take a detour around her. And then they'll just get in a traffic jam being like, no, let me through the one tile they can't see. Let me through. And it's just, it's so dumb. Thank you, Erratic. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I didn't realize you'd sent that to me already. Perfect. I should have checked. Yeah, cool. Okay, awesome. I can just copy this in too. My defense missions have them. Yeah, I want to do it too. I agree. I want to add more local forces units as well. Like local forces, light tanks, like Sheridans and stuff. They're gonna help the slow missions adventure. What define slow? Like me taking a lot of rounds, but the combat's good? No, this is fixing a different problem. This is fixing the missions where the 2 ones that fucking sucked ass. So if you're saying slow as in boring, yes, we're fixing the boring missions right now. Bad missions, yeah. Interdict is the one where they drove around the edges, and then we're gonna do defeat Pirate Force after. Thank you for that, Erratic. I'm definitely gonna take advantage and chop and change with this. Thanks so much. Richard says sad. No, it is. It is gonna fix that. That's what we're doing now. We are fixing those missions. Not to confuse you. I was gonna infinite credit glitch those. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's cool, Erratic. Yeah, hell yeah. But something I want to do for the repair depot missions is just like remove the timers, but make it an organic timer where it's like, instead of it being you win on round 8, make it more like every round for 8 rounds, the local forces repair and send out another, you know, Sheridan tank or like mechanized units to support you. And at round 8, you've just got like fucking 8 of them out there, and they're just gonna help you like sweep the pirates back. But the overall objective is just like kill the pirates to break the siege, basically. That's my plan for there. That's what I'm doing, says Erratic. We have like the exact same idea, Erratic. That's funny. We have like the exact same fucking idea. That's so funny. We seem to have a very similar brain on this. I'm sorry for anything I steal from you if I accidentally do it, because I think we have the same fucking idea. Add reinforcements on turret time is what I want. Ah, yeah, similar but different. Yeah. Yeah, but good idea again, though, yeah. Custom unit Spiegelman at work replaced with the area sponsors Erratic. Interesting. You had problems placing cloned units with this? Interesting. Interesting. I was going to use that, so we'll see. Alright, so let me go ahead and I'm just going to, thanks to Erratic, just copy this in and see if it works nice and quick then. I'll have to change where it is. Erratic, have you made like heads or tails of how their fucking like coordinate system works? Like, I've kind of figured it out, like 10%, but it doesn't do what I expect a lot of the time when I change the positions. You can't find this, is it reads the data on launch and customs are injected. Oh, right, I said they can't, man. Yeah, I know, right? It's weird. I'll keep trying to figure it out. I'll tell you if I figure it out. We need to make our own readme. Yeah, reads the data on launch and customs are injected. Interesting, that's really good to know, thank you. That'll save me some headaches. Okay, what am I opening, man? Opening missions. One is mid and scatter slightly up and left or right, it seems, when I sent. That's cool that you can scatter in the area. I also wanted to figure out how this works so that I could do light map editing, because we can't really edit the map bases yet. But I figured that I will be able to edit the chunks that exist and kind of map edit in that sense, but I haven't got into that yet because it's luxury. As you can see, it takes me over an hour and I'll figure out I can't fix a fucking rocket pod today, unfortunately. I'm usually not this slow at getting shit done, but that rocket pod thing, surprisingly buggy for me to fix there. Fortunately. Where is Interdict? You can see my new army lists here. Interdict forces. I haven't changed them for saboteurs yet, though. I gotta change that. Wait, I haven't changed it for offensive mid? Oh, no, I see. Yeah. Interdict forces. Okay. So this is the mission profile we want to change. Let me just put in what you sent me. I gotta make sure that I'm not, like, overriding what I already have. No, yeah, that's fine. This is what I already have, and then I just add your bit here. I think I'm gonna double read what you sent me about this. Actors. Templates, allied local forces. Oh, you can't get them spawning with dev console? See, I can get them spawning with dev. Oh, you're an old mod kit. Yeah, that's the thing about it. Yeah, on the new mod kit, it works because the clones get injected. The clones get baked in. So on the new mod kit, you should be able to do that, yeah. As long as you can spawn them in the dev console, you should be good. Yeah, definitely worth updating to MM30 if and when you feel brave enough. I can give you a hand in DMs if you want, let me know. It's not too tough. I know it's scary. I stayed on an old version for a while too. But you should just have to like wipe a bunch of folders, which I can show you. And yeah, just do a clean install and it should all work out of the box for you, honestly. Yeah, definitely get on the new version. It's going to help you a lot with this stuff. It's super good. Actors. Oh, did I copy your spawn area settings? Yeah, I did. Templates. No, I didn't. Hang on. I did not copy your full thing. Yeah, that's what I was doing before Erratic, yeah. It's no way to live, though. You can do your own now. Definitely get into it. It's no way to live. Okay, that is spawn areas. What am I looking at here? I'm looking at actors. Okay, that I didn't copy the whole thing correctly. What I need to do is go copy the whole thing correctly, I think. Yes. Local forces, enemy rogue army infantry, faction 4, which is local forces, I assume. Count 1 to 2. Okay, so this is random. This is like there could be 1 to 2, I guess. Spawn areas, area type 0. I still don't know what these means yet. I haven't cataloged them. Offset. Yeah, number. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's cool. We can have random numbers. Leave it 0. Okay. Border width 2. Which is like extends out from the area, I think. Border height 100. Rectangle. This should be the bounding box of it, but. So okay. Oh shit! Is 0, 0? No, 0, 0 is middle. Yeah, of course it is. 0, 0 is middle of the map. Yeah. I don't know all of this yet. Spawn area settings 1. What is spawn area settings 1 here? Templates, allied local forces. Oh, you're setting like different ones. Okay, so this is the same as this, but it's just for different ones. Okay, cool. And this is like there could be 0, there could be 1 of them. And this is just the area. Okay. Alright, so if I just run with this, I should be able to just nab what you've got, I think. Straight up. And just have it show up on interdict. So let's just test if that works first. Get a random mix of the same numbers. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I love that that's possible. That is really, really awesome. Okay, banger. Once this works, if this works, my plan is to put some turrets on the sides, I think. See you, Erratic. Can you mean? Nah, it's alright. I know you said you were going to go to bed soon, so I don't want to keep you up. Don't let me bait ya. But thank you very much. It does help. Thank you very much. It saved me a lot of time, I think. We all lift together. So now I need to go to a different test save. We need to go test the interdict. Luckily, I have some ready. Right here. This was the first time, I think. Interdict forces. I believe this is the one that kind of sucked. I mean, immediately we can see it's working. Cool. Because it's on the intel, of course.
Time to shut up and color, boys. Yet.
There's our fuckers. Awesome. There they are. Hell yeah. So that works immediately, and you can actually see these two rolled here, and then this one rolled here. Very cool. Thank you for that, Erratic. That saved me a ton of time. So my goal is just going to be to set some turrets up on the edges, I think. Just something that can't move. Like, could be bunkers too, but... Like, whereas... Basically, like, at local forces versions of this shit. Just sets, like, stuff this up on the sides. Oh, is that working now? Oh, sick, I thought I broke that. Cool. And the, you know, probably place it, like, how far? What's your range? I could literally just do these. But I kind of want to make it look like... cosmetics, because cosmetics can come later. Basically, just as long as I put some shit on the sides, they should not try to do the dumb AI shit. It worked? Yeah, it worked, Erratic. Thank you so much.
I got one.
I appreciate it a ton. Thank you. Saved me a ton of time there. Thank you so much. Makes up for all my fuckery with the other shit. So what is... For instance, if I did use a turret, what is the range? It is... like 10, right? 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So you don't want to really have it impact the main battle. I was just seeing how far out I want to put this from the edges, assuming the map's always the same size. You don't really want to like have it be supporting this. So I guess map edge is good. I was thinking like, oh, put it in this, put it here. But that should be fine, yeah, because that'll
Eyes open.
here, get another one and just check the range. If you have one here, I mean, yeah, that's like a whole... You probably want stuff that's not quite as long ranged, but it's just a whole chunk of area that the pirate should spot and then be like, oh, no thanks, I don't want to fuck with that, and they'll be like, I'll just go through the Marines instead. Kind of just like lowering the map boundaries without being able to lower the map boundaries, I guess. It's kind of dumb, but... You can place them at the edges. That'll be my plan, yeah, is... because normally the problem with these interdict missions is that these fuckers will just like go around your forces, and even when I placed people watching the edges, they still try to do it, and it was dumb. Yeah, corral them in, exactly, Reddick. I'm trying to corral their AI. It's a very ham-fisted band-aid to make the fucking AI stop being as dumb as it is. This way, they should be like, oh, fuck that. Though, they may still do the thing where they're like, oh, let's just not do anything, but we'll see. I think I can fix that in other ways. It is, yeah, but, you know, if it works for now, it works for now. It'll also break if the map rolls any, like, line-of-sight blockers, I guess, but, yeah, you know. The other way to do it would be not put on the map edges at the middle, but, like, put it here, but then they'd still go around me and hit them, so... Look at the writing game, and it never ends. Solar, what's up? Yeah, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Solar would know. Hello, Solar. What are you doing? What about a reinforcement troop from on border? I don't really want to have them come in and, like, actually affect the battle. I just want to, like, have them be a blocking force. The lore of the mission will be that you've been contracted, essentially. You've been asked to fight them because the local forces have corralled them in.
AO, Major!
Like, as part of the canon. So really, I just need, like a rooted vehicle that just won't move. Like a local forces light tank or something that just won't move. But I gotta give it enough stats, or put enough of them there that the pirates don't try to fight it. And just be like, oh god, fuck no. So, I just have to decide on the unit I want to place there. I guess we could just go HMG turret for the start. Have I got anything else that would be appropriate? I don't want to waste too much time, but it'd be nice to have it just, like, not be so placeholder. Like, takes a while, I think. I'd have to, like, clone a Roger's unit and give it the right loadout and router, and, you know, that just sounds like another 20 minutes gone. But ideally, what I would have is, like... You got a carrier, right? Let me just, like, look at it dire armor-wise. Ideally, I think what you'd have... Oh, not that thing, I forgot I changed that. And broke it. But you'd have, like, their carrier and shit. Radix says, HMG will work on pirates, but Taurus will work on Army of the Men. Yeah, yeah. Or the men, yeah, the Menace. Yeah, we'll just do a machine gun turret for now, because it's just easier. Okay. So let's just get that working now next. I do think adding a third faction to more missions is really interesting, though. So I love that we had the same idea there, Erratic. I think it's going to make the missions a lot more interesting. What are you up to, Solo? How's it going? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab my turrets. For right now, we'll just use the actual pirate turret, I think, as even more of a placeholder, because otherwise I'm got compats between mods, it'll be weird. So we'll do... Pirate turret. Why is that named Pirate Turret MP Lance, but the heavy machine gun one isn't? It's always hard to find it. Turret Walker Twin Heavy Machine Gun. It's Walker. What the fuck is it called? If you go turret, there's so many to scroll through. I think I saw it. I can get an allied... Oh, sorry, I have Notepad open, so you guys can't see what I'm doing. I can get an allied APC plus squad as one rolls out their repair base now, makes it so much nicer. One of the rolls repair base. Ah, yeah, that's smart. Half working as a solar, nice. Hope you're enjoying yourself. We are, fella, yes. I want to figure out the lure of Radix so I can actually make mine spawn turn by turn. I think it'd be really cool. Though if I can't figure that out, the other idea I had to brute force it was to try and make them all start with a defect that makes them not, like, that makes them stunned or something, if I could find it. And then put a unit in there with them that, like, repairs one of them a turn. But, you know, probably easier to just learn the lure at that point, to be honest. And I need to learn the lure anyway. It's going to allow me to do a lot of stuff. Where is it? Where's the Pirate Heavy Machine Gun Turret? There it is. What is it called? Pirate Heavy Machine Gun Turret. Next time I need to find it, it's Pirate _Heavy _Machine Gun Turret. Radix's spawning turn by turn is in the army section of the spawns in the mission template. That's that one stuff. Oh, true! Actually, yeah, if I thought of reinforcements as a thing I could only bring in from the map edges, but you're right. I could probably just define the reinforcement zone as the center on the repair depot itself, and just repurpose the reinforcements so it's not the enemy, but instead it's the local forces. That's a really good idea, actually. I don't know why I didn't think of it that way. I thought of repurposing the reinforcements for the allies, but not that I could put them in a zone in the center. Yeah, I could do that today, you're right. Cool. That's a really good idea. It might just be a little awkward, like, making it show up next to the repair warehouse itself, but I guess I could just, like, make it spawn in the middle of the base. Or even, like, co-opt the base chunk. Yeah, good idea. And then, yeah, they can just be, like, rolling out quote marks each time. It's a good idea. Any Pirate Heavy Machine Gun Turret. Okay. So, I just want to exchange the templates here. Okay. Just have one of them for now. We do want two because we want one on the other side as well. And I will make more fitting shit for this later, but I'm just trying to get it to work for now. Pirate Heavy Machine Gun Turret, Pirate Heavy Machine Gun Turrets. Radix says, I wanted some infantry to appear next to the building chunk halfway through the mission. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of what I'm going for too. And everything I want to do, just quietly, random, but related to the defense missions, I want to see if I can make those big 3x3s and also the smaller 1x1 shelters, but I think I can maybe just flip those 3x3s to be, like, garrisonable. I'm wondering if it'll be interesting. Are you thinking that too, Reddit? Yeah, I want to make the buildings in towns also garrisonable. There's bunker 2. Yeah, there's the Rogue Army HQ bunker, yeah. And that might be interesting. There's a reason that they don't do that with this game's design. Like, it's not going to look great or be polished, but it could be fun. It could be fun to allow. It'd make those town missions more interesting where the side objective is, like, don't blow up 3 buildings. It's like, okay, I just want to shell the town with rocket artillery I don't have. But it'd be more interesting then if it's like, oh, you and the pirates are actually garrisoning the houses, and the houses are quite flimsy, but they still provide a bit of cover briefly. It'd be like that choice of like, oh, do I get into buildings? It might make me fail the side objective because it'll make the buildings a target. And also, oh, there's pirates in the buildings, do I just blow the buildings up, or do I try to like root them out with flamethrowers and shit? So that'd be interesting, I think, to add. So at least try. Might suck, but it might be fun. So all I need to do now is just really figure out how to put these on the sides. And I believe that comes down to area type. I believe what I need here is to go look at what I did before. Area 5, Area 2, and Area 4. Look at what I did for the repair depot mission, because I cut one of the sides there. Missions, Power Secure Repair Depot. We have area 5, 3, and 4. So 2, I think, is south. So I think 3 and 4 might be left and right. How much cover does a 40 armor 100 HP shot give Major? Exactly, exactly. And you take a lot of damage when you die in a garrison building, or when the garrison building dies with you in it, so... It'd be an interesting trade-off. Okay, so I think I just want to nab these edges. I'm going to grab these edges. I'm just going to grab one at a time, actually. Let's just grab... This one? Area type is this one. I think just change the other one to... Just change the one to 4 and we're good. If I want it to be only in the center... Maybe don't copy everything. Order height percentage. This is where I gotta start gonna start learning shit. Alright, go back down to what we were doing. Interdict. Interdict! Alright. Just try one of them at a time first. That is not indented correctly, and that's going to give me the shits. No, you have to be indented right. No. You can't be indented wrong, the code will fail. You can't get away with this, no. This looks a bit more correct. I don't think it actually matters, but you know. Right, so that should be on a map edge. I think area type means is it on a map edge or not. Offset. Okay, so make it so that we like are only on one tile of the side. Radix says no. Oh, what does it mean then? What does the area type mean then? As far as I could tell, it was the different borders that we were on because I couldn't see any other way these differed. But you'll get that in like the repair mission, for instance. You'll have like they'll all look identical, but one will be area type 5, one will be area type 3, and one will be area type 2. And what I've been finding is that one will be 4. What I've been finding is depending on which one you cut, different edges of the map stop being reinforcement areas or spawn areas. Redx says area type is related to the missions somehow. Well, this might not work for me then. We'll see. Like if I was, yeah, we'll test it. We'll test it. 3 is for civs and rescuable forces from what I've seen. Interesting. We've been seeing very different things, I think. I'll give it a try and we'll see how we go. Let's expand border whip. Just give this a try and see if it shows up, at least on the edge to start with. Then we can decide what edge we want it on afterwards, if it's working. Looking at army spawns, just the active spawns as erratic. Yeah, true, true. Don't know, maybe it's different for them. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, my experience so far for mission types has been that it tends to decide which edge they're spawning from. Which is how I made the repair missions not envelop you from all sides by removing area type, I think it's 4? Which meant they wouldn't come at you from the south anymore. Which I think was a good change. Okay, so you see what I mean? So here, that has now made it so that they are spawning on this side. It's just that I forgot that this mission actually isn't north is up. This mission is weird. Usually the enemy always starts north and you always start south on the map. But here I have to remember actually that it's on its side. So I was correct though. I was correct in guessing which side was east. I just forgot I don't want east. Right? Because, what, man? Yeah. I mean, this is how I've seen it, yeah. It may be erratic that the civilian things you're seeing are still being, like, anchored on a certain edge of the map, but they have, like, a certain amount of distance from it. Like, maybe they're like, we always want one to be more east, and we always want one to be more west, the prison pens. But they're like, alright, so just attach that one to the east side of the map, attach that one to the west side of the map, and then do another value that's, like, making them be offset. Oh, that might be what offset is, I just realized. Ah! It's like, interesting. Yeah, they're north within plus 100 tiles. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we just want to change this around. That's good, though. We kind of know what's going on there. I love changing the mission stuff around. I can't wait till we can edit the maps more if we ever get that far with the mod kit. I would love to be able to make the maps bigger and change the terrain a lot. Okay, so that is working, but it's the wrong side. So 3 is east, which is easy to remember because it looks like an E backwards. 3 is east. I'm pretty sure 5 is north. And I know which one is south because it's the one I took out. It's 5, 3, 4. So 2 is south. I have no mnemonic to remember that. But 5 is north. 3 is east. 2 is south, and 4 is west. 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't make any sense to me, but anyway. And 0 mid, yeah. So what's 1? Erratic is 1 north. No, I found 5 is north. Weird. Maybe there's like diagonals? 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh shit, it might be diagonals. Maybe it goes 0 from mid, 1 southwest, 2 direct south, 3. Sorry, 1 southwest, yeah, maybe 3 southeast, 4 east. No, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I don't fucking know. But I've only tried 5, 3, 4, and 2. I haven't seen 1 yet, so I haven't tried it. Where did you see area type 1? I'd be curious. I've only seen 5, 3, 4, and 2 so far. And the point is, we're coming here to go, okay, that's probably north. So I think what I want is, I want to go 5 for the north edge of this map. And then probably 2 for the other one. In there somewhere. Yeah. 5 for the north. And then we want to copy that. And just yank that down to here. For the other machine gun turret. And go, what did I say, 2? This should hopefully now have the impact we're looking for, at least in being in the right cardinal directions. Deploy it and let's go. See, this is much more satisfying than how I was failing to get anything done with the technicals, because this is like, I kind of know what I'm doing, I do it, it takes time, but it's successful, and we move on. That's what I like about modding. Unfortunately, what isn't great about modding, or when I do it, is when I get stuck on something going, this will be like that, and then 2 hours later, I'm like, why the fuck can't I make this work? But I have to get better. That'll always happen, I just have to get better like I try to do eventually today at the whole recognizing it's not going to work part and saving it for later. Erratic says it rewarding to see results aggravating to get done. Yes, but... Okay, and we're seeing correct results, yes. But, on the flip side, very cathartic when you finally figure it out, though, at least. Okay, so this is working now. Now, obviously, all we need to do is change it so that they're in the mid, not in the corners. I think that's going to come down to... We can probably reverse engineer it by looking at how this zone is defined. Not the deployment zone, the capture zone. Deployment zone also, though. Whatever's going on in the deployment zone here, it's weirder than normal, where it's still coming off a map edge, but it's not a whole border. So if we look at how this mission's deployment zone is done, we should be able to just reverse engineer how to shrink this down to be the middle as well. Yes. And that should be the quickest way to get this done, I think. So go ahead and show me how this is done normally. Repair depot. No, not repair depot, sorry, interdict. So Lawrence says, Steam reviews are weird. We get a glowing review, absolutely incredible praise for Paragraph. Then he says he gives a negative review because the map has a border you can't go past. What? Me when the only other game I've played is Minecraft. Oh, what the fuck? Like, the world ends. Literally the only criticisms of Solar. Oh, man. Yeah, man, I just came from Minecraft. And, like, you know what? The funny thing is, I'm doing a bit, but that's not unrealistic because you gotta remember there's a lot of kids, or who aren't kids anymore. There's a lot of people who grew up playing Minecraft as perhaps their first game. It's quite possible. And would actually expect that from other games when they went to play them, being like, oh, I mean, yeah, the world never ends in Minecraft. Why would it end in other games? You could have just got Minecraft in there, Solar. I'm sorry to hear it. Okay, where's deploy zone? This is opposition spawn areas. I actually haven't found where to find the control zone areas yet. I haven't looked very hard in these objective zones, because I don't think I can change these yet, unfortunately. But they're probably in there, and I just haven't looked hard enough. Enemy reinforcement area. You can stay up, Erratic. I'm baiting you. No, go to bed. Bed is good for you. Bed is good for you. Solus says, it's more like you saw a big hill he wanted to snipe at, but it was outside the map border and took it very personally. People are like that. We're all like that. We're more like that when we think we're above it, honestly. We're all like that. We're so all like that, honestly. We all do things because we want things. We all feel things because we feel them. We feel things because they feel good. We don't like feeling things that feel bad. And then we justify and rationalize after the fact. And the problem is when we believe the rationalizations to ourselves, we end up being very irrational. I very much doubt that that person's review was as honest to just be like that. To just be like, I couldn't go on that hill and I really wanted to, and it upset me in a way I couldn't quite emotionally control and regulate. I doubt that's how they wrote it, but that's probably where it came from. Something like that, with me being a bit hyperbolic there. Radix says, I'm learning too much too. The kernel response is great. Oh, well, cool then. Yeah, as long as it's useful for you. Sure. But no, sorry, what am I saying? You need sleep. Sleep is good for you. Pick your brain about my own issues. Sure, I'm happy to. I'm glad to. I like talking about this stuff. As long as I stay on my own shit. And I can ask you too, have you figured out how to move objective zones yet? Because I want to do that as well. Here's our actors we've done. Stay through the day. How old are you? The older you are, the more you're going to be careful. You're going to hurt your heart. Your heart needs sleep. You need sleep. This is the thing I was talking about before as well, of like set pieces. I think this is where we can like map edit it a bit. Like this is the long road that's there. Maybe if we can edit set pieces in chunks, I could instead make a introduction mission where the convoy is passing through a town and you like lay ambushes. Which would be really cool, that thing we were just talking about where we can garrison buildings too. Older than you, I think, or same age. Yeah, I'm like 35. I'm 36 this year. And I'm at the age where I'm going to give myself a heart attack if I stay up for 48 hours, so... You've got to be careful. Me too. Yeah, you got to be careful then. We're of that age, Erratic. TV at the window intro. You be careful. Anyway, border width 20. Border height 60. But this is percent, which, like, what the fuck does that mean? Okay. I think I understand. I think border width... Ah, because you have to remember they have to have done this all to work with the fact that their maps aren't always going to be the same size in this procedural. So I think I understand what's going on here, is that their border width is how many tiles outwards from the map, like into the center. We understand that, it's pretty simple. But border height is how much of the map edge, in percentage, extending out from the center is the zone, I think. So if I set border height percentage very low, I should get what I want naturally here, where the turret spawns in the center, I think. And then I don't know what rect means. That's the thing. Rectangle, you would assume. But I tried playing it before and I couldn't really figure it out, because we're already defining the X and Y of the square here, of the rectangle here. So then what does this do? Rect. And I've tried changing this and nothing happens in my tests. Rect. And where is this is the offset. You would assume that this would offset it off the edge of the map. This is the fun thing about modding. This happened to me a lot with Freelancer too, where I would go through these templates for the first few times or the first month, and I'd be like, I don't know what half this shit does, and I can't make it work. But then I would come back, because I would become a better modder I would understand holistically how everything linked together between the 500 different INI files of the game. And eventually, like a year later, I could come back and go, oh, I understand what that means now, because I know it probably relates to this other field, this other file that had nothing to do with what I was doing then, but actually all works together. Renix says base expand plus cluster for scatter, by the way. Oh, see, that's really useful. And what I just said is why it's so helpful to work together with people who know shit that I don't, because it saves so much fucking time. It saves me a year. If you just tell me that and go like, oh, okay. Base expand plus cluster for scatter. Wait, so... Run me through it. So then base expand is how far from the center it has to be, and then cluster expand is how far it could be? Or is it like your min and max? Is it like if I put 0 for base expand and a 50 for cluster expand, it could be anywhere from 0 to 50 from 0, 0? Wait. Just copy the Erratic says I just copied the default, man. Sorry, I thought you were saying you knew what was going on, sorry. But that's good to know, thank you. Now I can go off that. Now that you've observed that does scatter, I can go off that. There's such chunks of set pieces too. Ooh, it's so exciting when you like learn new things that you can make work here. Learn new workarounds. Is there a sure for rectangle? I would think so, yeah. It was 8 cluster from what I recall, causes it to scatter. Interesting. Yeah, maybe that's your max then. Very interesting. We'll play with that later if I need it, but you know, probably not today. So far, I'm not getting a lot done very quickly, so we'll struggle to even just get my things done today. So what we'll do is we'll go back to... Actually, I don't need to go into the notepad. I'm here. We can just go down to the actors, and I love that this is even possible, honestly. And what we want to do... Oh, yeah, of course, because cluster expand is set high, the deployment zones... Wait... I don't know, I don't understand that part, never mind. Border height percentage, let's go down to 10? 5, if you want to be right in the center. Go for 10. It's like 50 tiles, like 5 tiles. 5 tiles every way is like 10. Go for like 5. That'll be like 2 tiles every way, maybe, if I'm understanding this correctly. Redx says, I think basic command is part of it. I just copied the values and exerted the results once. Yeah. I was like, alright, let's spread them out, moving on. Yeah, like, that's super useful to me, though. Yeah, like, for sure. Pardon me assuming you, like, had encyclopedic knowledge, but that's super useful to just hear your experiments. So damn useful. So damn useful, because it's an experiment I don't have to do, or even if I do it for myself to confirm, I know what to test for immediately. Border height percentage 5. I am thinking this is going to put us right there on the border. I'm so confident of this that we're just going to go test it right now. Actually, I just don't have anything else to change. Have a good one, Erratic. Thank you. I'll catch you back if you come back. If you pass out in your bed, it's for the best. And then we should do some testing of this. The funny thing is, before I like actually playtest if this works, there was a solution. I probably do want to fix those technicals that I couldn't fix before, because they're a large part of the enemy AI, and if they don't have working weapons, their AI won't act the same. I need to make sure their shit's working first to see how this will actually play out on game day tomorrow.